Welcome to Pulsar's Career Point. This is the marathon series for HEC 2025 as per modified question pattern covering the chapter Electrochemistry and its questions under group D अर्थात डिस्क्रिप्टिव बा लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन सेक्शन ले जो 5 मार्किया प्रश्न आसीबो सेहितरु किछि प्रोबेबल्स क्वेश्चन जोडको दियाइथिला तो मानकर रिक्वेस्ट अनुसार तार उत्तर रखिबा वीडियो रे हमें इलेक्ट्रोकेमिस्ट्री जो प्रोबेबल्स लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन गुडी को अछि तार उत्तर देखिबा वीडियो रे क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 define specific equivalent in molar conductance write their units and derive the relationship between them describe the variation of conductance with dilution प्रकृत में 5 मार्क एत बड़ प्रश्न आसीबो नाही ई तीनोटी कंडक्टेंस भीतर स्पेसिफिक इक्विवेलेंट मोलार भीतर दुईटी कंडक्टेंस कथा पचारिबो से दुई जन को यूनिट लिखिବାକୁ पड़िबो एवं से दुई जन को भीतर थिबा रिलेशनशिप को डिस्क्राइब करिया को पड़िबो देले एठारे थिबा आंसर अपेक्षा एग्जामिनेशन ले आंसर लिखिला बेले त निश्चित भाव रे एप्रोप्रिएट साइज रे हि जिवो तापर तकर वेरिएशन ऑफ कंडक्टेंस विथ डाइल्यूशन सहित डिस्क्राइब करिया को पड़िबो एबे नजर पकेबा हमें स्पेसिफिक कंडक्टेंस ऊपर हमें स्पेसिफिक कंडक्टेंस कहले कोन बुझिबा स्पेसिफिक कंडक्टेंस इज द कंडक्टेंस ऑफ 1 centimeter cube of a solution of an electrolyte in between the electrodes exactly 1 centimeter apart इलेक्ट्रोड गुडी को परस्पर टू 1 centimeter apart रे थिबा समय रे 1 centimeter cube of solution रे जो आयन्स गुडी के थिबे तांकरी कंडक्टिंग पावर का में कहबा स्पेसिफिक कंडक्टेंस इट इज डिनोटेड बाय द सिंबल k kappa where k is equal to 1 by rho rho is the specific resistance एबे यूनिट को थाना पे हम स्पेसिफिक कंडक्टेंस यूनिट कोन कहबा एज इट इज 1 by rho रे रहिला सो व्हाट इज द यूनिट ऑफ rho ohm inverse ohm centimeter so 1 by ohm centimeter is equal to ohm inverse centimeter inverse or we may write down mho centimeter inverse or symbolically you can write down ohm inverse centimeter inverse in CGS system the CGS system रे तार यूनिट कथा भी ये MCQ रे मध्ये आसी परिबो स्पेसिफिक कंडक्टेंस रो यूनिट हैला CGS system रे ohm inverse centimeter inverse SI system रे ohm inverse meter inverse बा mho meter inverse एबे नतर प्रकार सेकंड कैटेगरी that is equivalent conductance lambda what do we mean by equivalent conductance the conducting power of all ions produced by dissolving 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte in solution is called equivalent conductance it is represented by the symbol lambda or lambda eq अर्थात हमें equivalent conductance का कहबा 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte को dissolve कला परे जति कि आयन्स प्रोड्यूस हबो सबु आयन्स गुडी कर कंडक्टिंग पावर को हमें इक्विवेलेंट कंडक्टेंस बोली कहिता यार सिंबल्स लिखिलु तापर यूनिट्स को लिखिया को पड़िबो यूनिट ऑफ इक्विवेलेंट कंडक्टेंस इज ओम इनवर्स सेंटीमीटर क्यूब ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट इनवर्स दैट इज ओम इनवर्स सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट इनवर्स ओम इनवर्स रे केमे मध्ये लिखि परिबो मो centimeter square gram equivalent inverse it is in case of CGS system but in case of SI system it is ohm inverse centimeter square meter square gram equivalent inverse or mho meter square gram equivalent inverse this is the unit of equivalent conductance in CGS system and SI system if another conductance molar conductance upare the conducting power of all ions produced by dissolving 1 gram mole of electrolyte in solution is called molar conductance. In case of equivalent conductance, I mean 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte नौथिलु. In case of molar conductance, I mean 1 gram mole of electrolyte नौ. 1 gram mole of electrolyte to dissolve कला पर जति कि ions produce हबो. से मानकर conducting power को आमे molar conductance बोली कहिथाउ. It is represented by the symbol lambda m नजर पकेबा तार यूनिट ऊपर यूनिट ऑफ मोलार कंडक्टेंस इज ओम इनवर्स सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर ग्राम मोल इनवर्स और मो सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर ग्राम मोल इनवर्स इन CGS system but in SI system It is ohm inverse meter square gram mole inverse or mho meter square gram mole inverse in SI system. This is the unit of molar conductance in CGS and SI system. ଏବେ ନଜର ପକାଇବା ରିଲେସନସିପ୍ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ରିଲେସନସିପ୍ ବିଟୱିନ୍ ଇକ୍ୱିଭାଲେଣ୍ଟ କଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟେନ୍ସ and specific conductance. If 1 centimeter cube of a solution contains 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte, then lambda is equal to K. That is, equivalent conductance is equal to specific conductance. If B centimeter cube of a solution contains 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte, then lambda is equal to K into B. That is, equivalent conductance is equal to specific conductance into volume B. Now, if C gram equivalent of electrolyte is present in 1 liter of solution, then V is equal to 1000 by C. So another relationship between equivalent content lambda and K is lambda is equal to K into 1000 by C. In terms of normality, we can write down lambda is equal to K into 1000 by N. This is the relationship between equivalent conductance lambda and specific conductance kappa K. Another relationship देखिबा relationship between molar conductance lambda m and equivalent conductance lambda eq or lambda. ପିଲାମାନେ ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଇ ତିନୋଟି ରିଲେସନସିପ୍ରୁ ତୁମକୁ ଗୋଟିଏ ରିଲେସନସିପ୍ ଲେଖିବାକୁ ପଡ଼େ ଯେଉଁଟା କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନରେ କହିଥିବ। ଏବେ ନଜର ପକାଇବା ମୋଲାର କଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଆଉ ଇକ୍ୱିଭାଲେଣ୍ଟ କଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଉପରେ। ଫର୍ ଏନ୍ ୟୁନିଭାଲେଣ୍ଟ ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲାଇଟ୍ molar conductance is equal to equivalent conductance. For a binary electrolyte, molar conductance is equal to equivalent conductance into 2. In general, molar conductance is equal to equivalent conductance into Z, where Z is equal to total positive or negative charge per formula unit of the electrolyte. This is the relationship between molar conductance and equivalent conductance. That is, molar conductance is equal to equivalent conductance into N plus into Z plus, where N plus is the number of cation and Z plus is the charge on the cation. Last relationship between molar conductance and specific conductance. If Bm is the volume of the solution containing 1 gram mole of electrolyte, then molar conductance is equal to specific conductance into molar volume Vm. Then lambda m is equal to K into Vm. If Cm gram moles of electrolyte is present in 1 liter of solution, then molar volume Vm is equal to 1000 by Cm. So lambda m is equal to K into 1000 by Cm. In terms of molarity, lambda m is equal to K into 1000 by m molarity. This is the relationship between molar conductance lambda m and specific conductance K. ଏବେ ଥର୍ଡ ପାର୍ଟରେ ଥିଲା ଇଫେକ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଡାଇଲ୍ୟୁସନ୍, ଭେରିଏସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ କଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ୱିଥ୍ ଡାଇଲ୍ୟୁସନ୍। The molar conductance of a solution increases with dilution, while its specific conductance decreases with dilution. When the solution is diluted, the total number of ions increases due to increase in the degree of dissociation. Hence, the equivalent and molar conductance increases with dilution. This is about the variation of conductance with dilution. Second question को नजर पकेबा, state and explain Faraday's laws of electrolysis. ए प्रश्न तीन प्रकार आसीपारे। डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आसीपारे, state and explain Faraday's laws of electrolysis. फर्स्ट लॉ सेकेंड लॉ लिखिले 5 मार्क रही जिवो, बा फाराडे फर्स्ट लॉ पकी तापर गोटे प्रॉब्लम पड़ी पारे 5 मार्क क्वेश्चन हे जाई परिबो, एवं फाराडे सेकेंड लॉ को स्टेट एंड एक्सप्लेन कही मध्य ता सहित गोटे प्रॉब्लम पका जाई परिबो। एबे नजर पकेबा व्हाट इज Faraday's first law of electrolysis. Statement: the amount of substance deposited or liberated at any electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through the electrolytic solution. Mathematical derivation: if W is the mass of substance liberated or deposited at the electrode, and Q is the quantity of electricity in coulombs passed through the electrolyte. Then according to Faraday's first law, W varies Q. The weight of substance deposited or liberated is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity. Implies W is equal to ZQ, where Z is the proportionality constant called the electrochemical equivalent of the substance. Again, we know that I is equal to Q by T, implies Q is equal to IT. Putting this value, we can write down W is equal to ZIT. Again, implies Z is equal to W by IT. So, if I is equal to 1 ampere and T is equal to 1 second, then Z is equal to W. यदि हमको सिंगल शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन में पका जाए पारे व्हाट इज EC, that is electrochemical equivalent of a substance, is defined as the mass of substance deposited when a current of 1 ampere is passed through the solution for 1 second. गोटे एम्पियर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को गोटे सेकेंड पास कले जी वेट ऑफ सब्सटेंस डिपोजिट बा लिबरेटेड हम आम ताको इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल इक्विवेलेंट बोली कह एगेन जेड ECE इज इक्वल टू इक्विवेलेंट मास E by 96,500, whereas equivalent mass is equal to atomic mass by valence. यही सब फॉर्मूला को नहीं फास्ट लॉ प्रॉब्लम आसिले आमको ये सब को यूज करिया पड़िबो किंतु पिला माने मन रखि थिबो जदि वैलेंसी क्वेश्चन टी आसे ताले एटा को राउंड अप करबो नियरेस्ट होल नंबर को टू गेट द एप्रोप्रिएट वैलेंसी, बिकॉज वैलेंसी कैन नॉट बी ए फ्रैक्शन, इट शुड बी ए होल नंबर. सो एटी डायरेक्ट प्रॉब्लम आसी परिबो तुमको जेड आईटी दिया आइथिबो डब्ल्यू मागा आइथिबो डब्ल्यू दिया आइथिबो आईटी दिया आइथिबो जेड मागा आइथिबो इनडायरेक्टली जेड न मागी मते ई मागा आइथिबो हमको आगे जेड काढिबा को पड़िबो जेड काढी सरला पर हम ई काढी परिबो जेड * 96,500 यूज करके. सिमिलरली ई न मागी मध्य एटॉमिक मास एक्स्ट्रा देई ताको वैलेंसी मध्य मागा जाय परिबो. सो एई सब फार्मूला को नहीं प्रॉब्लम हबो एतरे विशेष किसी प्रॉब्लम आसीबो नाही. एबे नजर पकेबा फैराडे सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पर स्टेटमेंट when same quantity of electricity is passed through different electrolytes connected in series, then the mass of different substances liberated at the electrodes are directly proportional to their equivalent masses. यदि सीरीज रे कनेक्शन होइतिबा डिफरेंट इलेक्ट्रोलाइट सेल रे हमें सेम क्वांटिटी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक पास करइबो समस्त इलेक्ट्रोलाइट सेल रे इलेक्ट्रोड पाखरे डिपोजिट बा लिबरेट होतबा सब्सटेंस टी से मानकर इक्विवेलेंट मास सहित डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल हबो. एबे जिबा तार मैथमेटिकल डेरिवेशन बा एक्सप्लेनेशन को. लेट अस कंसीडर 3 electrochemical cells containing AgNO3, copper sulfate and sulfuric acid are connected in series as shown in the diagram. तो माने मध्य दुईटी डायग्राम को नहीं ताको एक्सप्लेन करि परिबो. 2 और मोर जेतु कह जाइछि दुईटी मिनिमम ना को पड़िबो एठी मु तीनोटी नै छि. एबे जिबा when same amount of electricity that is q coulomb is passed through them for a given time, then it will be found that the mass of silver, copper and hydrogen liberated at the respective electrodes are WAG, WCU and WH respectively. माने सिल्वर नाइट्रेट थिबा सेल पाखरे WAG वेट ऑफ सिल्वर डिपोजिट हला, कॉपर सल्फेट पाखरे WCU वेट ऑफ कॉपर डिपोजिट हला एवं H2SO4 नियाइतबा इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सेल ले WH अमाउंट ऑफ हाइड्रोजन गैस लिबरेट हला. अकॉर्डिंग टू फैराडेज फर्स्ट लॉ WAG is proportional to Q, implies WAG is equal to ZAGQ. Similarly, WCU is equal to ZCUQ and WH is equal to ZHQ. Now, WAG by WCU is equal to ZAGQ by ZCUQ. By cancelling Q, we can write down ZAG by ZCU. multiplying 96,500 both on the numerator and the denominator. That is WAG by WCU is equal to ZAG into 96,500 by ZCU into 96,500. Now we know that Z into 96,500 is E. Thus, ZAG into 96,500 is equal to EAG and ZCU into 96,500 is ECU. Thus, we get WAG by WCU is equal to EAG by ECU. Similarly, WAG by WH is equal to EAG by EH and WCU by WH is equal to ECU by EH. Thus, in general, we can write W1 by W2 is equal to E1 by E2 implies W1 by E1 is equal to W2 by E2 implies W by E is equal to constant implies W is proportional to E. Thus, we explain it the weight of substance deposited or liberated at the electrode is directly proportional to their equivalent masses. If question number 3 पर नजर पकेगा, write a note on lead secondary cell or lead storage battery and fuel cell. तेणु secondary cell और lead storage battery एवं fuel cell ऊपर हमें short note लिखिबा. What do I mean by secondary cell? A cell which can be recharged by passing current through it in the opposite direction so that it can be used again is called a secondary cell. ଯଦି lead storage battery କହିଥିବ ए definition लिखिବାର आवश्यकता ନାହିଁ. ଏବେ ଆମେ lead storage battery ର construction को ଯିବା. The lead storage battery is commonly used in automobiles and inverters. Diagram टी को बनी दबो. After that, एटार description लिखिବାକୁ पड़िବ diagram विषय. It consists of lead anode and a grid of lead packed with lead dioxide as a cathode. A 38% solution of sulfuric acid is used as an electrolyte. ये मध्य MCQ रे आसी परिबो. What percentage of sulfuric acid is used in lead storage battery? That is 38%. The cell reaction when the battery is in use are given below. So the battery use रे थिबो एनोड पाखरे कोन हबो lead solid reacts with SO4 minus to give lead sulfate plus 2 electron. In case of cathode, lead oxide combines with SO4 minus and H plus and gains 2 electron to give PbSO4 and 2 water. यदि हमें दीटी रिएक्शन एनोड और कैथोड रिएक्शन को ऐड कर देबु ओवरऑल रिएक्शन हमको मिलिबो Pb solid plus PbO2 solid plus 2H2SO4 aqueous gives 2 PbSO4 plus 2 water. On charging the battery, the reaction is reversed and lead sulfate on anode and cathode is converted into lead and lead dioxide respectively. तापर ये पुनी reuse ही परिबो. एबे सेकंड शॉर्ट नोट पे नजर पकेबा fuel cell. Galvanic cells are designed to convert energy of combustion of fuels like hydrogen, methane, methanol, etc. directly into electrical energy are called fuel cell. यदि हाइड्रोजन ऑक्सीजन फ्यूल सेल कहिथिबो ए डेफिनेशन न लिखले मध्ये चलिबो. आमे डायरेक्टली कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ हाइड्रोजन ऑक्सीजन फ्यूल सेल को आसी परिबो. आगे डायग्राम टी बनि देबा को पडिबो. ताको वेल लेबल्ड करि सरला परे आमे ता विषय डिस्क्रिप्शन लिखिबा. In the cell, hydrogen and oxygen are bubbled through the porous carbon electrodes into aqueous NaOH or KOH solutions. Catalysts like finely divided platinum or palladium metal are incorporated into the electrodes for increasing the rate of electrode reaction. The electrode reactions are given below. At cathode, oxygen combines with water and gains 4 electron to give 4 OH minus. At anode, hydrogen combines with these 4 OH minus to give 4 water and 4 electron. जदि आम ओवरऑल रिएक्शन उपर नजर पकेबा ओवरऑल रिएक्शन टी हम 2H2 plus O2 gives us 2 water. The fuel cell runs continuously as long as the reactants are supplied. So advantages of fuel cells are they are non-polluting, मैंने pollution करती नहीं. Like secondary cells, they do not need to be recharged. They are more efficient than thermal plants. ଏବେ क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 पर नजर पकेबा. Describe the construction and working of a galvanic cell. आम galvanic cell कहले कौन बुझा ना. galvanic cell or electrochemical cell is a device in which the redox reaction takes place indirectly and the decrease in free energy appears in the form of electrical energy. एतिकी कथा लिखिदेले डेफिनेशन टी हो जेतु इनडायरेक्ट रिडक्स रिएक्शन कौन आम जाना इनडायरेक्ट रिडक्स रिएक्शन आर दोज in which oxidation and reduction have reactions take place in separate vessel independently. এই পার্টি को আমি एग्जाम रे न लिखले मध्य चलिबो. apparatus required 2 wires, zinc rod, copper rod, a galvanometer, insulated copper wire. Chemicals required are 0.1 m ZnSO4 solution and 0.1 m copper sulfate solution. एग्जामिनेशन आम चाहिए apparatus आउ केमिकल सिक्योर एभोड करें कारण डायग्राम या वेल लेवल कर रखा जापर फिगर जदि वेल लेवल कराई ताले यार एपाराटस केमिकल रिक्वायर्स को मध्य समय अनुसार एभोड कर नजर पकेबा डिस्क्रिप्शन उपर. लेट अस टेक 0.1 m जिंक सल्फेट सॉल्यूशन इन 1 beaker. A zinc rod is dipped into it. This is called zinc absorb. Now let us take 0.1 m copper sulfate solution in another beaker and a copper rod dipped into it. This is called copper absorb. The metallic rods of 2 beakers are connected by a galvanometer by means of an insulated copper wire through a key to detect the flow of current. Ebe कौन हम सॉल्ट ब्रिज काम. The solution in the 2 beakers are connected by an inverted U tube containing a saturated solution of KCl, KNO3, ammonium nitrate, etc., which does not undergo a chemical change during the progress. The 2 ends of the U tubes are plugged by some porous material such as cotton or glass wool. This is called salt bridge. Working on connecting the 2 rods, zinc rod dissolves to form Zn2 plus ions which goes into the solution. Thus oxidation takes place at zinc anode by loss of electron. Equation को लिखि देबा. The electrons produced at zinc anode flow through the copper wire to the copper cathode. Then what happens at the copper cathode? At the copper cathode, these electrons are gained by Cu2 plus ions from the solution. Thus, Cu2 plus ions are reduced as follows. By gaining 2 electrons, they converted into Cu solid. Since the electrons flow from zinc rod towards copper rod, the electric energy is produced. The direction of conventional current is opposite to that of flow of electron. Cell reaction. एटी नेट सेल रिएक्शन आम काढ़ीदेलु. प्रथम तार जिंक डिजल्व होगी Zn2 plus 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन देइथिला. सेकेंड रे Cu2 plus सॉल्यूशन को आसी 2टा इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करी कॉपर सॉलिड हैला. सो द नेट सेल रिएक्शन इज Cu2 plus aqueous plus Zn solid gives us Zn2 plus aqueous plus copper solid. This cell can be noted as zinc is dipped in Zn2 plus 0.1 m solution separated by salt bridge. In Cu2 plus 0.1 m solution copper rod is dipped. এই তিনটি ভিতর আমি যে কোনসি উপায়ে সেল নোটেশন দেখেই পারি. থ্যাঙ্কস ফর ওয়াচিং Bhopal Sir's Career Point. Best of luck for the upcoming examination.